The supermarket at midnight. I was working late at the supermarket, stocking shelves and cleaning up. It was a quiet night, and I was the only one there. I was starting to get tired, but I had to finish my work before I could go home. I was in the produce aisle when I heard a noise. I turned around, but I didn't see anything. I thought it was just my imagination, so I went back to work. A few minutes later, I heard the noise again. This time it was louder. I followed the sound to the back of the store, where the dairy aisle was. As I got closer, I saw a figure standing in the shadows. I couldn't make out who it was, but I could tell that it was tall and thin. I stopped and stared at the figure. It didn't move. I was starting to feel scared. "Hello?" I called out. "Is anyone there?" The figure didn't answer. I took a step closer. "Who are you?" I asked. The figure turned to look at me. Its eyes were black, and its skin was pale. I gasped and took a step back. "What are you?" I asked. The figure didn't say anything. It just stared at me with its black eyes. I was so scared that I couldn't move. I just stood there, frozen, as the figure stared at me. After a few minutes, the figure turned and walked away. I watched it go, and then I ran out of the store. I didn't stop running until I got home. I was so scared that I didn't know what to do. I went inside and locked the door. I sat down on the couch and tried to calm down. I couldn't believe what I had just seen. I didn't know what it was, but I knew that it was something evil. I sat on the couch for a long time, trying to make sense of what had happened. I couldn't believe that there was something like that in the supermarket. I eventually went to bed, but I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about the figure, and I was afraid that it would come back. The next day, I went back to the supermarket. I was still scared, but I had to go back to work. I went into the dairy aisle and I looked around. The figure was gone. I didn't know if I had imagined it, but I knew that I had seen something. I didn't know what it was, but I knew that I would never forget it. I finished my work and went home. I was still scared, but I was also relieved that the figure was gone. I never went back to that supermarket again. I was too afraid of seeing the figure again. I still don't know what it was, but I know that it was something evil. I'm glad that I'm not the only one who saw it. I've told a few people about what I saw, but they don't believe me. They think I'm making it up. But I know what I saw. I know that it was real. I'll never forget the supermarket at midnight.